Beltane Eve blessings, one and all. If you celebrate, Beltane Eve is the eve of May Day, the 1st of May. It's the stirrings of the start of summer. Yay, we really need it, don't we? So it's I feel especially connected to this time of year because I was born around in the aura of Beltane, let's say, so it has a kind of special place in my heart. It's a fire festival and hence all of my candles. It's just a super special time. There are so many traditions, so many things that you can do to celebrate this time. Yeah, so I thought I will do a reading from Oracle of the Fairies because the fairies are stirring. They've been stirring since spring. In fact, the fairies never stop working actually, but Beltane is an especially potent time for the energy of fairies because the flowers are blooming, the earth is rumbling with energy and fertility and creativity. So it really is a super powerful time. So I will do a reading from my Oracle of the Fairies deck. Fairies, fairies, please share your wisdom with us for the highest good of all. And let's see what message the fairies have for us at this magical time of year. And if you're doing anything special to celebrate Beltane, either in the evening or during the daytime, then do let me know. And I'm aware that our friends over in Australia on that side of the world will be celebrating Samhain, which is another fab time of year, and the veils are thinnest there as well. So we've got lots of thinning of the veils all around the world. Inspiration. Oh wow, this is so lovely. Oh, it's so Beltane-y. The fairy of inspiration is flying in to inspire us all for this Beltane, for the 1st of May, for this wonderful month of May. Are you feeling inspired? If you are, let me know how you're feeling inspired. What inspiration has come to you? If you want to share, then please do. But the fairy of inspiration is flying around. She is super busy at this time of year, especially, and she wants you to feel inspired. So finding your muse, finding your mojo, I'm not sure where that word came from, but it just came, so I'll share it. But really getting in touch with your inner creativity, getting in touch with the things that inspire you basically, because life is to be celebrated and life is a creation. It's your creation. You are within this life in your unique form, whatever form that might be, and you're here to share your love, light, joy, creativity and inspiration with the world. Maybe you're feeling inspired by someone else to share, to do something, maybe write that book, sculpt that sculpture, or make that project that you've been wanting to make for a long time, starting that business, doing that thing that's been at the back of your mind for so long, and you've always said, oh, I'll do that tomorrow, I'll do that the next day. But now is the time when inspiration strikes. It strikes powerfully and it strikes like a lightning strike almost. Inspiration, it's like that light bulb moment, isn't it? We often see it in cartoons where a light bulb appears on top of someone's head when they get an idea. It's a light moment, a light bulb moment, a moment of inspiration, a moment where the fairy of inspiration is flying around to share her inspiration with you. So really be receptive to this. And how can we do this? How can we be more receptive? Well, let me give you a few little hints and tips on how to do this. So first of all, being receptive to inspiration. I find personally that inspiration always strikes when I'm relaxed, and usually when I'm in the bath of all places. I think because I'm super relaxed and super chilled. In fact, some of my best ideas have come when I've been soaking in the bath. Now you could make a fairy bath. What's a fairy bath? Well, a fairy bath would be a bath with beautiful fragrances that remind you of the flower fairies, perhaps rose or geranium or anything that you really love. We all have our personal preferences when it comes to fragrances. And also you can light some candles, some beautiful candles, put them around the bath, place some crystals, some rose petals in the bath perhaps. Anything that kind of makes you feel like you're in fairyland. What do you imagine it would be like to be in fairyland? And then just use your creativity to create that atmosphere, and then just lounge in the bath, maybe play some gentle music and be inspired and see what flows. Maybe nothing will flow, maybe lots of things will flow, but make sure you've got a pen and paper, and maybe not in the bath, next to the bath perhaps, and a towel to dry your hands so you don't get the paper all soggy. I'm very practical as well because I am a Taurian. Anyway, I slightly digress. So relaxing is a great way to feel inspired. Another wonderful, wonderful way to be inspired is to get yourself out into nature, if you can, if you're able to, even if it's just outside your front door and you're breathing in that beautiful fresh air and just smelling the beautiful fragrances that are on the air, usually around this time where we've got bluebells starting to flower, where I live anyway, and they're coming up, and these beautiful fragrances that are all in the air. This is a connection with that nature energy, with the fairy energy, and therefore the fairy of inspiration. And if you can get into the woods or even by a beach or whatever feels good to you, to your soul, to your spirit, then do that thing. These are just a couple of ways that you can feel inspired and relaxed and just get yourself out into nature and feel the fairy of inspiration as she flies around you and shares her beautiful, inspiring thoughts. They might just pop into your head out of nowhere, out of the blue, and see what they do for you. And if you act on them, because it's always your choice, you have free will, but if you get a wonderful idea, then why not? Why not try it? It's a fun thing to do, and you never know what could happen. Many of my businesses have started from these flashes of inspiration. The Fae magazine, the fairy balls, the Three Wishes Fairy Festival, the Inspiration Fairy has definitely been visiting me and continues to do so. Even my Oracle of the Fairies were born from the Fairy of Inspiration inspiring me. And everything else that I do pretty much. So if it's not fairies, it's mermaids. If it's not mermaids, it's unicorns, it's angels, it's spirits, it's ancestors. It's just being open to the wonderful divine and all the many forms that the divine takes shape in. Hope that makes sense. I think you know what I mean. Anyway, I wish you a beautiful, beautiful, magical Beltane Eve and a wonderful Beltane May Day. And I will see you very, very soon. Take care.